fucking time. Alright, welcome back to the craft. It's been a little while. Today I have the King Heffy. My favorite beer to date at the moment. It changes, you know. I know I say that about a lot of beers, but this one's seriously good. It actually took me by surprise. Someone suggested it to me and I tried it out and it blows me. I got like 10 empty bottles. So, King Heffy is a Hefeweizen. So, it's a German wheat ale basically. So, it's 20 IBUs, which is pretty tame. It's got a 17.5 degrees Plato and a 1.071 specific gravity. It's 7.7%, so it's strong as fuck. But it doesn't feel like it. Like, it doesn't feel strong. And it just goes down smooth. So it's brewed by Howe Sound Brewing Company. I reviewed another one of their beers in the past. They make some good shit. So with that, let's drink. Let's just fill that shit right up. So, as you can see, it's not very transparent. The wheat beer, Hefeweizen, it's got that sort of distinct kind of character to it. It smells good. Oh God. Fuck, it's good. Brewsters, they used to have this beer, I think they used to have this beer, called Mad King, and it was a Hefeweizen a lot like this. It was really strong. It was like 7.3% or something like that, and it had a very similar flavor. And man, did me and my friend drink a lot of that. Like, he ordered pictures of it, and it's fantastic. And he recommended this to me because he said, you remember Mad King? This is very similar to that. You gotta try it. And oh my God, I've just fallen in love with it. It comes in a growler, so it's a little bit more expensive. Like, it's pretty bad bang for your buck, right? You know, like a growler here is like 15, 16 bucks, and you get basically 3 glasses, right? You're basically getting like a 4.5 pack for the price of a 6-pack. It's worth it. Okay, so reading the description that's on here. King Heffy Imperial Hefeweizen. A high-gravity Hefeweizen brewed with German Heffy yeast, pale and Munich malted barley, white wheat, and Amarillo and Saaz hops. It's just good. Like, it's, you know, like, you don't really get any hoppy flavor out of it, but it's a wheat beer. You know, like, I have a hard time finding a really good wheat beer. Like, usually wheat beers end up trying to be like a normal beer but wheaty. Like, I know that's not how it works when you're making beer, but it's what it tastes like to me. This tastes like excellence. And it's strong too, so it's not like you're getting ripped off, right? It's like you get the best of both worlds. You get this amazing flavor, but it's still strong, right? Like, it's still 7.7%. Like, that's such a strong beer, and like, I can't get over how fucking good it is. Wheat beers have a weird flavor. The only way I can describe it is like, it tastes German, you know? Like, it's got this sort of like dank fermented flavor to it, but not in like a gross way, in like a, I don't know, weed guys get this. It makes sense. It tastes rich, but also like delicate. It's hard to describe. Oh man, it's just fantastic. My taste in beer does not reflect the craft beer drinking world. However, I would say that this is the epitome of a good craft beer, because you don't drink wheat beer very often. It's a different style of brewing, and it's totally different when you try it. You know, it's like it's its own separate category of beer. Well, it is its own category of beer, obviously, but it's not even within the category of just normal beers. It's like in its own sidebar, like, hey, we use wheat. You know? And again, I don't fully understand the brewing process, and I don't understand the difference in using a wheat beer over a mainly hops beer. However, in terms of all of the craft beer that I've ever had, this is my favorite. And this is what I worked towards when I was trying more and more oddball beers. And I mean, Howe Sound Brewing Company has just been doing such a great job of coming out with stuff that's all across the spectrum and keeping it, you know, fresh and different. I wish I could get it in something other than a growler, because although I like the form factor and I like that it's resealable, and like I just want to have a 6-pack of this. You know, like I want to buy a 2-4 of this, right? Because I would drink it as every day. Like I'd have it at the end of the day beer. So this is a fantastic craft beer. It's made in Canada. It's made in British Columbia, because of course, right? All the best things come from BC. It has everything that I want in a beer. It is light. It's color-wise, it is light. It has a really good flavor. Hefeweizens are becoming one of my favorite kinds of beers, but it's also almost 8%, so it'll still fuck you up. If I can get a little bit existential for a second here, I think the beauty of beers in a growler, and I think the whole concept behind beers in a bottle that you can't drink out of, the beauty of a growler in this form factor is that you're forced to drink it from a glass. And I know it doesn't seem like a big deal. If beer is beer, whether it's in a bottle or in a glass or in a can or whatever, but drinking beer out of a glass is so much better, because you're getting beer as beer. And it forces you to pour it into a glass. And I think that's something really, if you like beer, you should have beer glasses. I know it sounds stupid, but it's something that you should really have, because it forces you to just enjoy it more, you know, like to enjoy what it is. And I mean, you can fill it up all the way, which is more than like a can of beer. A can only goes up to like here, but I mean, you top this thing right up, so that's a bonus too. Also, beers are so much better in a frosted glass. I don't even keep my glasses in the cupboard, I just keep them in the freezer. Like, that's what they're meant to be. This beer gets a 10 out of 10 and a gold star. The rating system here doesn't mean anything, so why not add a gold star? This is my favorite beer, and I think you should all give it a try. Whether it's your cup of tea or not, or whether it's your glass of beer or not, it's just good, and I think everyone needs to try it. And I think more people need to give them their money, because fuck, they did a good job with this beer, I gotta tell you. All right. I had a couple PBRs before I did this review, so yeah, we're at that point now. This is sick. Go give it a try. It has my highest recommendation. I can't say enough good things about this beer. It's fucking awesome. All right, that's it for this episode of The Craft. If there's any beers you want me to review, or you know, you hate it or you like it or whatever, let me know in the comments down below. See you in the next one.